what will be the testimony of your death? Will I be remembered for? If I leave the earth, will I be opportune enough to write my names in gold in the sands of time? Will I make an impact that the whole world will still sing my name even at my departure? By the time you are being kept into the grave, will that be the totality of you? And so what we can remember it for is the day you died. So that day we remembered, wow, he died on so date. Look at your life critically and begin to ask yourself those questions. A man's life is supposed to be introduced by one, the things he created and the impact he made. Even God was introduced like that in scriptures. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 said, and God created the heavens and the earth. He was not introduced by saying, you have to believe there is a God. No, he didn't force himself on the people. They could feel the impact and accept him. If he had to make men accept his person, then he's not qualified to be called God. That's why even in the garden, he had to intentionally leave one of the tree and told man not to touch that tree. Now listen, not because man will not one day have a need to partake of that tree. How do I know? Hebrews chapter 5, 14 to 16. He said, but those who are matured are those who have dined with solid food and have exercised their senses to be able to discern between good and evil. And what tree did they partake of then? The tree of good and evil. So it wasn't as if man will not one day need to partake of that reality. But man wanted to short circuit the process. So he kept such a tree in the garden. Because if he tells man, you can eat everything, he's not qualified to be God. The only reason why you can be called a deity is that people make a choice to follow you. So he had to keep something there that they will make the decision themselves to either choose to obey his instruction or disobey. Else, he is not qualified to be called God. So your introduction should be based on the things you created, the things you bettered upon the earth realm, and the impact you made.